my name is Desi Ventures, so I'm a little adventurous or whatever. And we made coffee. I'm trying to get better at like doing art in my coffee. I'm not very good. That was supposed to be a heart. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to not have water in Richmond, Virginia, because they said 24 to 48 hours. It's looking more like 72 hours at this point. I'm out here trying to survive and flush my toilets. Welcome to my channel, everyone. My name is Desi. You're watching my channel, Desi Ventures. Today, we are doing our taxes. It's the one time a year I don't really favor, but I know it has to get done. And I'm actually pretty good at like acquiring and doing all of the analysis for my taxes to give to someone else to do the taxes. So when I say doing my taxes, I really just mean getting all of my receipts together, getting all of my purchase history together to go into this big old spreadsheet that I have. I also use QuickBooks, but for some reason I'm thinking QuickBooks is like not super helpful to me, because in reality all I'm doing is trying to put it all in one place, and then I end up excluding a bunch of stuff, and it's not super intuitive, at least for me. I'd rather just do it in Excel. Like, I think that's way easier. But I tried to ensure that all my purchases were made on one specific business card last year, so I shouldn't have too much of an issue. But sometimes when they try and allocate a specific receipt and then they can't find it, and then you have to end up like making your own expense and then making sure like it goes in the right place, so then when you do like a huge export, it's in it. And then you always have like manual entries that you most likely have to do in order to like start the process. I actually like wrote down my process last year. I'm going to go into like my Amazon account, download all of those receipts, because I like to have those like in a separate folder too, and then upload all of those into QuickBooks. We are at a Starbucks because that is my favorite place to work. I also do want to edit just a tad because I love this camera. What else is new? I gotta tell you about the car situation because we have updates. But first, let's go into Starbucks, get ourselves a drink. I don't know what I want. I just know I want something hot because it is gonna snow today. And I hope it snows a lot because we haven't gotten snow in so long. Okay, let's go.
Dreamt up a distant place, a breeze it took me there. I saw a look on your face, essence of the air, whether or not I care. I saw a look on your face, overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Make us come together and it's alright. That's when you remember who you are. Yeah, your peace is blind, and no truth you'll find. Breathe no word of lie, and I'll make no right. Dreamt up a distant place, a breeze it took me there. I saw a look on your face, essence of the air, whether or not I care. I saw a look on your face.
Alright, so it's actually been a few days since I last saw you guys. I think I was at Starbucks, and then that night it was supposed to snow. Well, it snowed. It snowed quite a bit. And it actually took out one of the generators at the power plant in my city. And so they flipped to a backup generator, but in the meantime, one of the reservoirs started flooding with the contaminated water. So they flipped the whole city onto a backup reservoir. And of course the city used that up. So then they reduced the water pressure so we could try and conserve as much of the good water as possible, but also put us on a boil advisory. So now we have reduced water pressure on a boil advisory. So if you wanted to boil water, you can't get enough water. Long story short, we are boiling snow. So that is what we're doing this morning. I'm out here trying to survive and flush my toilets. My boyfriend went out just now to see what water he could find, just bottled water, because we didn't have any bottled water. We used the filter from the fridge. We were just really underprepared. We did not think this was gonna happen. It wasn't even a lot of snow. It's just kind of like a happenstance that the generator went out at the water plant. Got my bowl and my spatula, and then I've got not a bowl. We have a pot on the stove boiling water. And Lucas, the dog, has been wanting to come out. He's like, can I please come out? Can I please come out and play? So I'm like, okay, let's put on your jacket and you can come outside with me while I collect snow. Okay, so Lucas looks really funny right now because he keeps trying to nuzzle into the snow and he can't find the scent of where the grass is, so he just keeps sticking his face in, looking like he's gonna snow dive, and then he just doesn't because, I don't know, he's a funny dog. Welcome to Wednesday, January 8th, I think. We still have very low water pressure. I'm boiling some of my snow water I collected yesterday. I plan on using the snow water just to do other stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to not have water in Richmond, Virginia, because they said 24 to 48 hours. It's looking more like 72 hours at this point. Alright, so that's my morning routine without water. They do say you can shower with it if you're an adult, but if you are trying to take a shower, you'll see a lot come out of the tub, but if you try to take a shower, there is not enough water pressure to send it upwards, really, to even try and take a decent shower. And even if it did make it to the head of the shower, it's nonsensical. You would really just need to take a bath. So yesterday I actually showered at the gym, and so did hundreds of other women and men who go to that gym, because the gym I go to is technically in a different county. People are really knocking Richmond right now because the way they're communicating just the water boil advisory. I was showering in the water that I was supposed to be boiling because I had no idea. And this was on Monday. And my boyfriend just noticed that the pressure was down and looked it up. Like, why is the water pressure down? We didn't think our pipes froze or anything like that. So yeah, this is technically the third day, going on third day with like no real water. So we were able to find a pack. What pack is that? A 32 pack of water. And then I got a pot of boiling snow on the stove, and we're kind of running out of that because it's just melting. And then I can get water out of the faucets, and I fill like that bowl in the bathtub and that pot, and I use that to fill up the toilet reserve so I can flush the toilet. Yeah, my boyfriend has a house in a different county. Our main residence is here though, because that house is being renovated, but it does have water, and so I think the game plan might just be to go over there if this doesn't stop. Like, when I tell you how many times I have to fill up, we use the bathroom a lot, like, especially me. I work from home, so it's not like I can go somewhere else and like in a different county and just like use their toilet and like in their facilities or whatever. No, I'm like using my own. So every time I use the bathroom, I have to like fill the tank back up. I need to wash some dishes. Like my coffee cup, I need to wash because yesterday I drank coffee and now I don't know what to do. So we're gonna figure this out together. I was thinking I'll just kind of ladle some of the boiling water into my coffee cup and like swish it around. It's the best I can do right now. Okay, we've got coffee. Some of our dishes are washed. I'll figure out what I need to do with the silverware. I have no idea right now. I think I'll just take some paper towels, dip it in the hot water when it's not boiling hot, and then try and like wipe them off. And then I'm just gonna put all those dishes in a pile, like set aside, so we can then put them in the dishwasher later on. Not that I don't think that they're clean, but I don't know. I just don't want them to start like stinking and smelling because they're just in the sink sitting in like stagnant water, or like, you know what I mean. Anyway, we made coffee. I'm trying to get better at like doing art in my coffee. I'm not very good. That was supposed to be a heart. I don't know when they're supposed to turn the water back on. I don't know how I'm gonna shower today. All I know is that I have drinking water and I have coffee, and that should get me to 12 p.m. today. Also, my computer's broken. Yeah, so I'm like 3 vlogs behind. No, I'm 2 vlogs behind, 3 vlogs. 2 vlogs behind. So that's great, because like the computer that I need to do editing and like the processing power that I need, it's like a down payment on a car. And guess who has to get a new car? It's me. Oh, and by the way, that title I sent off so they can like verify that, you know, they have the car and they're gonna get the car, has all been delayed because of this snowstorm and that there's no water, so no one's going into work. So the title, or the title to my car that was totaled, that I sent off on Saturday, was supposed to get there Monday because they had me send it to a local P.O. box. Like, I could have driven to the USPS that the P.O. box was at, but like, you're not supposed to do that. So I sent it off. It was supposed to get there Monday. It's Wednesday. It's still stuck in the processing center because everything is shut down. I do believe they may be working today because like they still came, not they, because it's not the same entity at all, but like they might be going into work today. New car, new computer, new water. 2025 is going to be so good for me because the amount of tears I have shed just from like pure anxiety and stress is enough to fill this nice cup of coffee here. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care anymore. We are officially evacuating to a different county because the water pressure is still not where it needs to be. Plus, we have to boil the water. So, like, truly taking a viable shower isn't really an option. You can, like, wash up in the sink. So we are gonna go to my boyfriend's house and we're both gonna take showers there. I got some of his stuff. I brought my stuff. I brought all my work stuff. So it's like around lunchtime right now. That's why I'm like heading out now, so then I don't have to be stuck in rush hour traffic. And then as far as dinner, I just like took water for granted. You use so much water just to cook, like to wash off your fresh vegetables, right? Like to wash off the vegetables that you're gonna cook, to wash off your fruit. And then at that, like with that, you now have to boil the water. But before you boil it, you just have to wait for it to trickle out of the sink. It's just a lot. So for dinner, it's going to be some frozen food. We got like frozen veggies, frozen pizza, frozen chicken nuggets. I had some chicken nuggets for breakfast. So I'm trying to figure out right now what I should eat. And then I'm just trying to get over to that area so I could set my laptop back up. But I guess what I'll do is I'll just go to his house, set up my stuff, and then see if I could just DoorDash something to the house. Because I know when he gets off, he's going to be super hungry. So if we're able to kind of have some kind of snack for us before we come back here and then have more frozen food, it might be best. Took the dog out. And then obviously we're coming back to let him back out. So he should be good for quite a while actually. And I wanted to take him, I really want to take Lucas, but since I'm in a rental car, I don't want anything happening to this car, so I just keep it super clean. No dog hair, no nothing they could charge me for. Snowmageddon day 3, that's what's happening. We are officially moving locations temporarily just so we can get nice showers in. Okay, we made it. So they put me in a Honda Elantra. Elantra? Yeah, that's that's like the first level before you get to the Sonata. And I haven't been in like a newer vehicle with like lane assist and all that, all those gadgets. And so I'm like, why is the car? She's trying to drive. She doesn't know how to drive. She doesn't realize that we're in the lines. I mean, it is kind of helpful, but like most of the time when it comes on, it is not helpful. So anyway, there's some cute little duckies out in the lake today, or pond. It's really a pond. Let me show you. Let's see. Can you see the little duckies over there? They're just like swimming in circles. It's kind of funny. I'm going to start setting up my little workstation. I actually brought a desk here to this house in case like we wanted to do projects after work, or like he needed help with anything. I could just like stay the day here. So I've got like a little rolling desk and I'm just gonna set that up with my stuff. I went and got some snacks because I got really hungry. Don't judge me. The 2025 diet is out the window. We got white cheddar popcorn. There's no food in this house, okay? And to DoorDash, or just like even, why is Chick-fil-A $40 for 2 people? Like even with DoorDash, like I get it because there's some fees, but like just generally, like when I go there, what? Anyway, Doritos, it was 2 for $6, so I got the Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch, some movie peanut M&Ms in the box. And you gotta swig it down with a nice cold sugar-free Red Bull. You guys, I'm going through some things, okay? My hair looks extra vibrant today.
Questions, better outcomes. T. Rowe Price. Invest with.
You know, it's not as like, it's alright. I don't know what my phone was playing. Some commercial. So I'm still looking at cars. Did I even give you a car update? Did I? If I didn't, we're still looking at cars. I really like watching this one guy's YouTube called Driving Sports TV. Now, I would never be in environments that he's in, but I really like his reviews on cars. I think he's pretty thorough. And then there's another guy, Burn on Cars, B-E-R-N on Cars. This dude did a review of the Honda Pilot Trail Sport, but he took this Honda Pilot on a trail. I was like on the edge of my seat watching him like review this car and take it on a trail, because he was legitimately on one wheel at one point, it felt like. But yeah, his reviews are really good, and so are the Driving Sports TV. The only thing is, like, if you're not a trail, like if you don't think you'll ever be on a trail, these reviews kind of like make no sense. But it does give you a different perspective of like what the car could do. And so, you know, my name is Desi Ventures, so I'm a little adventurous or whatever. Typically in hiking shoes, not in my car. And anything is gonna be a step up from my Honda Civic, especially if I want to go the SUV route. I'm looking for SUVs. I'm looking at the Mazda CX-90, CX-70. I'm looking at the Acura MDX and the RDX, except the RDX doesn't really have a touchscreen, and I'm kind of like, I'm used to a touchscreen. It has a touchpad. And then Honda Pilot, Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and then kind of above a Toyota RAV4, everything's pretty much out of my price range. The 4Runners do start at like a good price, like a price range that I'm comfortable with. I love 4Runners, I really do. Like, they're my top car. They're one of my dream cars. It also gets a little bit worse gas mileage, I think, than the Honda Pilot, and the Honda Pilot also has a V6 in it and not a turbo engine. That's 4-cylinder, like in the 4Runner. And from what I've seen, that kind of engine is fine for that car, because there's a bunch of factors that go into the type of engine it has, and then your transmission, and like it's a balance with the car's weight too. So it's not that turbo engines are worse than like the V6. Honda has its own issues. Toyota's gonna have its own issues. I've actually driven a 4Runner on the beach, and it is such a wonderful car to like take off-road. I just don't know. My thinking around like getting a Pilot over a 4Runner is that, one, the Honda Pilot I can get for a good price and get like the highest trim level. With a 4Runner, I would have to get like a base level 4Runner, just because I can't afford it. Like, the base 4Runner starts at 40,000, and then the next trim level is like 47, 49. So it's like, whoa, dang. I do like the 4Runner, the look of it. I just think it is such an amazing car. That's kind of what I'm thinking about, and I know most of my driving is going to be on paved roads anyway. The 4Runner also has like a higher clearance. I think its clearance is like 2 to 3 inches more than a Pilot. A Pilot has a very low clearance, and they've made a Pilot Trail Sport, and that has a little bit more clearance than the regular Pilot. But when you see all of these videos, like if you're looking at a car and you see all these videos of them taking it out on trails, you will see that the Honda Pilot, like, just even in the Trail Sport trim, it's just scraping everything. You know, such a hard dilemma for someone who's never gonna take it out on those trails. Honda Pilot gets a little bit better gas mileage than the 4Runners do, and it has like a new body style and everything, so I'm really looking into it. If I got one, it would be in the black edition too, or the Trail Sport. But they're also coming out with a new Honda Passport, which does look really cool. Is that popcorn? Let me get back to work.